Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications because today we're diving into something that might completely change how you use garlic in your kitchen. Garlic is absolutely amazing, right? It's been used for thousands of years for its incredible health benefits, from boosting immunity to supporting heart health. But here's what most people don't know. There are certain foods that should not be combined with garlic, and mixing them can actually reduce garlic's benefits or even cause some unwanted effects. So stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid mixing with garlic and why. Let's get into it. Why garlic is so powerful. Before we talk about what not to mix with garlic, let's quickly understand why garlic is so powerful in the first place. This will help you understand why certain combinations don't work. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which is created when you crush or chop fresh garlic. This is the compound responsible for most of garlic's health benefits. Allicin has antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. It's also what gives garlic that pungent smell we all know. Garlic also contains sulfur compounds, antioxidants, vitamins like vitamin C and B6, and minerals like manganese and selenium. All of these work together to support your immune system, reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and even help with cholesterol levels. But here's the catch. Allicin is pretty delicate. Heat, pH levels, and certain food combinations can actually destroy it or prevent it from being absorbed properly. That's why knowing what not to mix with garlic is just as important as eating garlic itself. Food 1, honey. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, I've heard that garlic and honey is a superfood combo, and you're not wrong, but there's a specific way this should be done, and many people get it wrong. The issue with mixing raw garlic with honey immediately before consumption is that honey's enzymes and natural sugars can interfere with allicin formation. When you eat them together right away, you're not getting the full benefits of either food. However, and this is important, if you ferment garlic in honey over several weeks, that's a different story. Fermented garlic honey is actually beneficial because the fermentation process has already occurred and the compounds have stabilized. The key takeaway here is don't just chop raw garlic and immediately mix it with honey expecting maximum benefits. Either eat them separately, allowing the garlic to sit for 10 minutes after chopping, or make fermented garlic honey properly. If you're taking garlic for medicinal purposes, especially for immune support, take it on its own or with water rather than immediately with honey. Food medications and blood thinners, this one is absolutely critical for your safety. This one is absolutely critical for your safety. While not technically a food, I need to address this because many people consume garlic supplements or large amounts of raw garlic without realizing the interaction with garlic. It's garlic. Garlic has natural blood thinning properties, is actually good for most people because it helps prevent blood clots. But if you're already taking blood thinning medications like warfarin, aspirin, or other anticoagulants, combining them with large amounts of garlic can be dangerous. The combination can make your blood too thin, increasing your risk of excessive bleeding. This can be especially problematic if you need surgery or if you have an injury. Additionally, garlic can interact with certain diabetes medications, making your blood sugar drop too low. It can also interact with some HIV medications and reduce their effectiveness. If you're on any medications, please talk to your doctor before consuming large amounts of garlic or taking garlic supplements. A little garlic in your cooking is usually fine, but therapeutic doses need medical oversight. Food 3, high protein foods immediately after this might surprise you, but eating very large amounts of protein immediately after consuming raw garlic can actually reduce allicin absorption in your digestive system. Here's why. When you eat a huge protein-heavy meal, your stomach produces a lot of acid and digestive enzymes to break down that protein. This changes the pH environment in your stomach significantly. Allicin is sensitive to extreme pH changes, and in a highly acidic environment with aggressive protein digestion happening, some of its benefits can be diminished. Oh, I'm not saying never eat garlic with protein. That would be ridiculous because garlic goes great with chicken, fish, and other proteins. What I'm saying is if you're eating raw garlic specifically for its medicinal benefits, Maybe don't chase it down with a massive steak right away. Instead, add garlic to your protein dishes during cooking. Or if you're eating raw garlic for health purposes, do it on an empty stomach or with lighter foods, waiting about 30 minutes before having a heavy protein meal. Regular garlic in your cooked meals is perfectly fine. This mainly applies to people taking raw garlic therapeutically. Food excessive dairy products, milk and dairy products can significantly neutralize some of garlic's active compounds. You've probably heard that drinking milk helps with garlic breath, right? Well, there's a reason for that. Milk proteins bind to the sulfur compounds in garlic and neutralize them. While this is great for your breath, it's not so great if you're trying to get the health benefits from garlic. When you consume large amounts of dairy with raw garlic, you're essentially reducing the bioavailability of those beneficial compounds. A study actually showed that whole milk is particularly effective at deodorizing garlic because the fat content helps neutralize the sulfur compounds even more efficiently. So while a small amount of dairy in a dish with garlic is fine, chugging a big glass of milk right after eating raw garlic for health purposes defeats the purpose. If you're eating garlic for its antimicrobial or cardiovascular benefits, avoid consuming it with large amounts of milk, cheese, or yogurt. Space them out by at least an hour or two. However, if you accidentally ate too much raw garlic and your mouth is on fire, go ahead and use that milk. At that point, the comfort is probably worth more than the nutrients you'll lose. Foods and excessive sugar. This is more of a general health principle, but it's particularly relevant with garlic. Garlic is anti-inflammatory and full of antioxidants. Processed foods and excessive sugar cause inflammation and oxidative stress. When you eat garlic with highly processed foods loaded with refined sugars and unhealthy fats, you're essentially working against your cell. The anti-inflammatory benefits of garlic are being counteracted by the inflammatory response triggered by junk food. Additionally, high sugar intake can affect your gut microbiome, and garlic's prebiotic benefits, which feed good bacteria in your gut, won't work as effectively in an unhealthy gut environment. If you're adding garlic to your meals for health benefits, make sure the rest of your meal is also supporting your health goals. Putting garlic on pizza and French fries isn't going to magically make them healthy. Use garlic with whole foods, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. This creates a synergistic effect where all the foods work together to improve your health. Let me give you some practical tips for getting the most out of your garlic. First, always crush or chop your garlic and let it sit for about 10 minutes before cooking or eating it. This allows the allicin to form properly. Sell it if you're cooking with garlic, add it towards the end of cooking when possible. High heat for extended periods can destroy allicin. Third, if you're taking garlic for specific health benefits, consider eating it raw on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, followed by water. Wait at least 30 minutes before eating a full meal. Fourth, if you want to combine garlic with honey, make fermented garlic honey properly. Don't just mix them and eat immediately. And finally, remember that food combinations matter, but so does consistency. Eating a little bit of garlic regularly is better than eating a ton once in a while. All right, everyone, those are the key foods and substances you should avoid mixing with garlic if you want to maximize its health benefits. Remember, garlic is incredibly powerful, but like any natural remedy, you need to use it wisely. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves cooking with garlic. Drop a comment below and let me know, did any of these surprise you? What's your favorite way to use garlic? Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our health tips. Check out our other videos on natural remedies and healthy eating. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy.